when women joined the forces.
Sisters in arms, in a long battle just to be seen.
The playing field was never even for us. The healthcare, the uniforms, just about every aspect of service.
In the first modern study of its kind, a parliamentary committee looked at the challenges women face during and after service.
The Canadian Armed Forces must now take the initiative in these transformations.
Despite some progress, the report concludes female veterans remain largely invisible, and their specific needs are often neglected by Canadian Armed Forces and Veteran Affairs.
Many veteran women testified that when they wear their medals on Remembrance Day, they're often asked if it's their father's medals, their husband's medals, or even their son's medals.
The committee identifies gaps in medical services and equipment not suited for women.
It's really unfortunate it's taking this long. Women have been allowed in the military since the late 80s, and we're only now starting to realize that, our bodies are different.
The department really has to look at the services, the benefits, and also the entitlement guidelines.
The federal government says it will respond to all 42 recommendations geared to recognize women in the military and RCMP and how to improve their working conditions.
We have to make sure that women veterans have access to the services that they need based on the injuries that they have.
The report also goes into detail about allegations of sexual misconduct, pointing out women are more than 2.5 times more likely than their male peers to be survivors.
It is quite terrifying how many of them did experience sexual misconduct.
It's important. If the people of Canada are going to see us, our government needs to see us first, I think, and acknowledging what so many women have faced and continue to face. Personally, to me, it would be very meaningful.
Olivia, you've spoken to several veterans today, many with mixed feelings.
Well, Ian, they're calling it a step in the right direction, but adding they want the government to immediately act on the committee's recommendations. Even though the government and the Canadian Armed Forces made an official apology back in 2021, the Veterans Affairs Committee is now calling for another one that's more broad, an apology for fostering a culture where sexual trauma has been allowed to thrive for decades. And there's also an emphasis on the dozens of other recommendations, all aimed at simply treating women as equals to their male counterparts.
Olivia Stefanovic in Ottawa tonight.